my channel. I like reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. Happy Wednesday! Happy March 1st, and today we have my March TBR. It also happens to be my birthday March. My birthday month. Excuse me. Let's get on to the books. First, we have all the fantasy romance / paranormal romances that I want to read. I realized during the February how much I missed reading fantasy romance. So let's start with that. The first book on my list is House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas, and this is for the SJM Along, run by Jen at the Book Refuge. It's where if we read every one of Sarah J. Maas's books in publication order. That's what the SJM Along is. And March, we have the very last book for the SJM Along, and it is House of Sky and Breath. We were hoping Sarah J. Maas would announce her new book by the time we got finished with the read-along, but that didn't happen. But I'm still glad I participated in the read-along. Next book I want to read is Mother of Death and Dawn by Carissa Broadbent. It is the last book in her War of Hearts trilogy, and I read the first two books for Pharaoh Feb, and I'm really excited to get to the last one. The next book I have on my list is a paranormal romance, and that is book 13 in the Immortals After Dark series. That is MacRieve. I really want to get back into this series because I want to read Monroe's books. Monroe, the last book in the series. I'm really interested in him. But I have to get to book 13 first before I continue on. So that is on my list. Lady of Light and Shadows. It's the second book in C.J. Wilson's Fae series. I read this book because of Ava's romance books, because she talked about this series a lot. So I read the first book for Pharaoh Feb, and I want to continue on with the series. So that's why Lady of Light and Shadows is on my list. Is book 3, and from the Blood and Ash series, it's Crown of Gilded Bones, and I'm reading this because I'm participating in the From Blood and Ash read-along. It's run by Jess at Honest Fiction. So I'm really pumped to continue with this series. The cliffhanger for book 2 was brutal. So I really want to jump into book 3 next month. And another paranormal romance that I want to read is Caressed by Ice by Nalini Singh. I started the first 2 books in the Side Changeling series last year, and I kind of fell off with that series. So the next book I have to read for that series is Caressed by Ice, and I really enjoyed it. So I want to continue on. Next, we have my contemporary romances. The Grip Trilogy by Kennedy Ryan. I know I have put this trilogy on my TBR multiple times, but it is my birthday month and I want to read a Kennedy Ryan book. I have the audiobooks for it. I really want to read it, and I'm ready to get my heart broken and be put back together again. The next book I want to read is Kulti by Mariana Zapata. For those of you who don't know, there is a Mariana Zapata read-along going on Instagram, hosted by Just Reads Romance and Sam from Sam Reads a Little. And the next book we have to read for that read-along on Instagram is Kulti by Mariana Zapata. So I want to get to this book because I haven't read Kulti in years. It's a soccer romance player coach romance, Grumpy Sunshine, and I really want to reread that, so that's why it's on my list. The next book, new release that I want to read is Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. I know this book is a hit or miss with some people because I know Sam from Sam Reads a Little and Tori from Novel Life did not like this book. Sam DNF'd it and Tori gave it 2 stars. But I know other people who love this book, like Lacey from Lacey's Book Lovers and Madison from Princess of Paperback. So I really want to read it to see where will I land, because I really like the first book. Next new release that I want to read, Mafia Target by Mila Finelli. It is an Mafia romance, and it's about Julio Basto's son and Mafia mistress, so I really want to read this. Next new release that I want to read is Highest Bidder by Sarah Kate. It is her 5th book in her Salacious Players Club. I'm not sure if I'm getting an arc for this or not, but I am on her arc team. Either way, I really want to read this book. And the last new release I want to read is The Wolf and the Wallflower by Stacey Reed. It's her newest historical romance, and I've heard really great things about this book from Crystal at Crystal's Bookish Life and Morgan from Nothing Better Than a Book. And also Jen from the Book Refuge really liked this book, and I want to read it because the blurb for this book sounded interesting. Those are all the new releases I want to read in March. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of my TBR. Have you read any of these books, or are you going to read these books? And I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me. And I'll see you Friday. Bye.